What's going on, good people? Waiting for my associates to pull up. We're gonna try to get in a round of golf out here at Chandler Park on the east side of Detroit. And while I'm waiting, I just wanted to talk to y'all about a few things, just a few things, and actually not a few things, about the Tone and Eliana situation. The Tone and Eliana situation. So I had heard that they had said some bad things about, and that sparked me to do that live that I did last night, where you all participated in, and I'm grateful. But thanks to one of the viewers, supporters of the channel, text me a screenshot which I posted of what Eliana and Tone had actually said. And basically, that post is on my community wall, where Tone says Tone or Tone and Eliana. Somebody was saying something about, they're saying, why are you dissing? And then their response was, would you allow a Pedialyte and a Grapus to be around your children? And so I don't think it was a fake text message. And based on what others have said, that they said, pretty much verified that it's true that Eliana and Tone commented regarding Marcus to someone who was talking to them. Would you allow a Pedialyte and or a Grapus? A Pedialyte and a Grapus, right? Great, Grapist, Grapus, all right, around your children. And I was like, whoa. Reading it for myself kind of hit harder. First thing that came to my mind is, well, you all are allowing this man, if you feel this man is that, all right, and I'm not going to try to use his name, but if you feel this man or that man is what you say he is, then I'm looking at y'all a certain kind of way, because y'all did allow him to be around your children. You know, when y'all thought y'all were getting money or gifts, then it's okay for your children to be around that person. So you feel that way about this person, that this person has a desire to be with children. Because when you say Pedialyte, that's what you're saying, right? And potential groomer of children, all right? And then a grape person. So for some change, for some gifts, you allow your children to be around that person? I'm just saying, because he was around them quite a bit, talking to them, talking about hanging out and, touching their arm. And just for the record, I do not feel that he is a Pedialyte like that, all right? As far as toddlers and kids, no, I don't think he's sick like that. I really don't. But however, y'all said that y'all felt that he was, and y'all allowed him to be around y'all children. That makes me look at y'all in a certain kind of way. And people seem to like to excuse you all's behavior sometimes because of the mental illness, what have you. But when it comes to certain things, I'm gonna still hold you accountable for, all right? No matter what you're diagnosed as, okay? Because you got enough sense to do certain things, or you got enough sense to do other things, right? So that, and then the second thing that kind of stood out was, and it might run into the first, you're calling this man, right? Asking for help, and you feel that way about it. I mean, just, I don't know. Call me crazy, or call me maybe a little different, but there's certain people I don't deal with that I can make money off of. Certain customers I don't even deal with because they're just vile, rude, nasty people. There's this one customer, and she's a stud. I stopped dealing with her because every other word she's cussing and fussing and to her employees, and then she tried to do that towards me. I was like, oh no, no. Nah, I understand, there's a certain amount of tap dancing that we got to do, to appease the customers. But if I felt the way you all felt about him, I wouldn't deal with him, and repeatedly deal with him. All right, so yeah, that was kind of, I mean, really, to say that you feel he's a rapist and a Pedialyte, but yet and still you had him come to your house? Oh, it's okay for him to be that and deal with you when money's being spent? Is that how that works? But if money's not being spent, now I don't want him around, or I want him around, I want his money, but I don't want him around. So I don't know. I think another good commentary, I watched a couple people, but someone has said that Marcus was going overboard with the filming, coming to the house, back to back. Yeah, I get it. I mean, he is kind of like a pest, camera all in your face. I get it. I understand that. All right. He is kind of a pest in how he is, and he's probably a little desperate for money right now, I'm sure. So and yeah, probably did go overboard. And I think tying in the person's gifts and blessings, or saying that it came through him, I don't know. It's kind of like, I remember I used to do stuff. I still do stuff for, especially my first marriage when I was younger and dumber. I'll do something, and then, if a person didn't respond how I want them to respond, I'm like, oh, you know what? I did this for you. I did this. I did that. And so it got to a point where she'll say, hold on, listen, ninja. If you're going to keep throwing up in my face what you did for me, all right, well, you know what? I'll pass on you doing for me if you're going to keep throwing it up in my face. And so I get that. I understand that. And unfortunately, Marcus doesn't understand that part of it, that, okay, you provide the platform for the exposure for people to get assistance, but really, you're not really doing it, all right? Or you are doing it and you are providing money for them, but you're not just doing it out of the kindness of your heart, right? You're not just doing it out of the kindness of your heart. This is your business. You're doing it for content, and content is how you make your money. So quit acting as if those folks are indebted to you, and they owe you anything for that matter, because you're making money off of them. You know, they don't owe you nothing, nothing at all. So those are my thoughts. Love to hear what y'all think. Like I said, when I read it, it kind of hit me with Tony Eliana that, hey, all right, y'all saying that this man is a Pedialyte and a rapist, but you allowed him to be around your children? Man, we were so protective of our children, it wasn't even funny. I mean, we didn't trust people around our kids, period, point blank. But we always had a suspicious eye because it only take a minute. Even going to the bathroom, all right? You going, my daughter, you coming in here with me? Or yeah, no, we don't, talking like public restrooms and all that kind of stuff. Nah. So, protect the kids. Protect the babies. All right, my people pulling up. Catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Bye.